Hello and good evening. Welcome to some more Le Mans Ultimate. That did sound surprising, Le Mans Ultimate. I will be back in some multi-class racing now. Hi Kitty. Hello. And I will be driving the Kessel Ferrari, because that is a car that I've done pretty well with. So let's try to join the practice server and see that the steering wheel and pedals and everything is working. It's is set up correctly and working. It is also a bit interesting that I have, according to the YouTube broadcast page on my left, there's one like to the video and nobody watching. And nobody has been watching either. Interesting stuff. Well, we didn't get enough drivers. Well, we didn't get any drivers really for the rFactor 2 Friday. Tonight, which is a bit of a shame, because we were scheduled to drive GT3 cars at Paul Ricard, because tomorrow is in real life 1,000 kilometers of Paul Ricard with GT3s. But well, Easter and everything, so people haven't been signing up, so we'll be cancelling that and doing something else. Try to have a new rFactor 2 Friday next week instead. So instead I'm going to do some more Ultimate instead, because this is a game that I'm thinking of really wanting to get back into at several points during the day. And especially today when I've actually been at work, or this afternoon and evening that I've been to work, so yeah. I don't remember how many liters I started with last time, but that was just enough. I'm sorry, I am getting a little bit of chocolate as well when I'm in the warming up. Okay, so the gear ratio is set. Okay. Question. Yeah, the sound level is good. I can actually hear the engine the engine note. So that's good, because I am running the sound of this on my speaker system behind me instead of on a headset, because I do enjoy driving with sound on the speakers. I like that more. It's probably better for your ears in the long run as well. There's no spray. Which usually mean that the asphalt isn't all that wet. Slippery. Yeah, of course you have the information there. The track is slightly wet and 29.7 degrees. And the air temperature is 24 degrees and it's a drizzle. So the event starts in 5 minutes. Oh, that was very early on the brakes. Can leave that a couple of meters later. And return to garage, please. But we are getting closer to the start of the event, so let's stay here and have a look then. There's one more Norwegian who is signed up. He's at silver 3 on safety ranking, and I'm on silver 1. The driver ranking is bronze 3. I don't remember if everyone starts at bronze 3 or 2. It do look like most people are driving a Ferrari though. lap in. Well, there wasn't that many. Well, there isn't any names that I know from before. Well, it looks like the Ferrari may be the best GT car then, as practically the entire field of GT cars signed up for now is driving a Ferrari. There's two Porsches, 3, 4, 5, 6 Porsches, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 Ferraris. So this will be interesting. Ooh, leaderboard. Where am I? I'm actually number 413 overall, with my fastest lap from racing yesterday, or the other day, 157.7, and I did a 156 point something now on the practice server. 159th fastest of those who put in a time. But 6 seconds slower than the fastest time in GTE at this point, at least, from everyone who's driven this this race. Right, so starting servers. The join event button should be opening up pretty soon. Now, looking at the weather here, it looks like it's gonna be raining for the practice, and it's gonna be overcast for the or dry for the qualifying, and then some rain again in the race. However, it looks like kind of grayed out because the color is a lot darker than the other ones there. So let's see, like this, and then we can join the event for some reason. It is like that typical IT thing, isn't it? Have you tried turning it off and on again? Very bright. Okay. well, 5 of the 6 GT Porsches that was signed up ended up in this field. Nice. So we got 9 prototypes and 12 GTs then. Okay. So let's go wet tires. Go down to around, well, 48 liters is good, and then we're gonna drop the brake pressure again. If the menu actually well, it's struggling a bit now. Ah, there we go. So it's again drizzle slightly wet, but 31 degrees in the asphalt here. Well, he's not looking in his mirrors at least. Whoops. Ah. swapping around to qualifying. So it's just shy of 2 minutes per lap. And that's a 30-minute race, so it would be 16 laps then for the GTs. 16 or 17 laps. And qualifying is about to start. Well, has started. And again, it's a private qualifying session. I do wonder though whether the softest slicks might be better. Well, it's light rain now, so it will be getting wetter. Yeah, light rain and lower track temperature. Yeah, and you can tell actually that it's wetter because the automatic headlights are on. Well, the headlights have been turned on automatically. Slowly getting more temperature and more pressure into the tires as well. Which of course means that if we can keep on from locking the tires, flat spotting them now, they will just get better and better. And with more and more grip. I still don't know how to take this final corner in the most efficient way. Oh, look behind, we have got a rooster tail now. Got some spray going on. Yeah, the track is now wet. Well, 157.2. So that's at least faster than the previous lap record that I've put in here, or personal best. So whoa, oh yeah. One 56.9. That's good. It's better. No. Locked up a bit too much. And I didn't release enough of the pressure. Oh. Yeah, well, I won't be getting any better. Now 80 degrees on the front left. Yeah, 79, 77 on the left and 69 on both the right tires. But you know, still that's fourth fastest out of 14 GTEs. And the difference between the slowest P2 and the fastest GT is 0.3 of a second. Nice. Yeah, okay, I got shuffled down one position. Joshua's out there. He's slower on sector 1 and on sector 2. Yeah, comes in at 18th. Black Danger is out on the lap. He is also a bit slower than I am. Daryl has finished his fast lap. And that's the only GT car still driving. And he goes across the line with a 200.3. No, 0.03. Yeah, getting the getting the time in early there was important. Now it's gonna be wet for the entire race now. I forgot to look at the fuel consumption. Yeah, do it like that. That'll be good. Start driving. Motor map, I'm into qualifying. I do like that it says the Porsche behind me is 2 laps back. And this is a bit like being on a real life motorsport event, because it's a lot of waiting in between the action. Ah, there we go. There was supposed to be one more Porsche in between. Okay. And there's a Corvette there as well. Can GTE hang back? Why? Is there a prototype starting behind us? So 42 degrees in the tires. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. Can't see squat. Braking very early. Trying to move a bit out of the draft just to see. Just so I can get to see a little bit of what's happening up ahead. Oh. Oh, come on. Oop. Let's contact twice. On the opening lap. Because people are driving like they're all alone on the track. There are some interesting lines going on there. Everybody's getting a bit more spaced out, which is very helpful. Closer to the optimum temperature on the tires at least now. Well, so far the ultimate fastest Sector 1 of the GT cars in the race. Well, at this point anyway. 1:59.1. I keep hitting the curbing there, that's not good. No. Fudge. Felt like I was catching up a little bit to the guy ahead. But then I got a bit too eager on the exit. The lights have turned off again. Because the weather has gone a bit drier. Well, it did go a little bit drier. Change backing around again. That is also really nice that they've kept the evolution of the weather from rFactor 2. Ooh, I'm actually third in GT. Didn't notice that. And there is a prototype behind us. Okay, so there are 10 prototypes then. I thought it was only 9. Oh, come on, either you go or you don't. This is costing us a lot of time. I had closer to 3 seconds to the guy behind, and now it's under 1. Ah. So he will be close enough to go for an attack now. Oh, and he held it as well. It's a good job. And the guy up ahead had a spin. Oh, hi Daniel. I'm not really sure what his first name was. I struggle to keep the pace in the corner in the same way that that Ubi ahead of me does. Of course, he might be driving something else in default setup as well, so I take it there is some time to gain there as well. Oh, big sideways moment. But I couldn't capitalize on it. Driving in the spray is not very pleasant at all. One of the prototypes is in the pits. Ah, Daniel Greco. Right, so if I could just... Oh, and he's looped it. Now if I could just need to brake a little tiny bit earlier. For that first chicane. That will make it so much easier to go through that chicane. because now I feel like I'm compromising the exit quite a bit. Because whoa! Because I often go in very deep into the first chicane. That's a little lag spike for the force feedback. Okay, so 4th and 5th is pretty close behind me, and they're pretty close together as well, so the hope would be that those two will entangle and go into a fight with each other. That would make my life a lot easier. Hi, Paddy. Holy hell. Yeah, no, it's a big gap between the guys behind me again. How is everybody doing tonight? Oh, and the Porsche up ahead has spun it again. That's at least the second time that he's done that. Cool. And the leader in the GT class is 17 seconds up the road. So I'm not probably not going to see him, well, for the rest of the race, really. Away from the rig, yeah. I know that feeling. Two-thirds of the way through the race. So I've overfilled the car again. Well, it's better to have too much fuel than too little, I guess. Well, I know that it's better to have a bit too much than a bit too little. Because in a short race like this, where there is no pit stop, then having to do a pit stop is gonna be disastrous. Well, I do appreciate that you're tagging along, keeping me company in all this. It's fun. Well, no sign of the prototypes working their way around to lap us yet either. As a matter of fact, we are actually closer to lapping. We are closer to lapping the rearmost GT car than they are to lapping us. Yeah, I do enjoy my time in this game, absolutely. As it's been stated in many places before, this is basically an rFactor 2. Well, everything is based on rFactor 2. And the driving feels very similar to the at least to my dumb brain, it feels pretty similar to GTs and to the prototypes in rFactor 2. The official DLC content, of course, because modded content is obviously a little bit different. Oh, I can see a prototype in the list down to the left. Five minutes. I'm just waiting for the Porsche up ahead to spin another time out of the first chicane, but so I could try to sneak my way onto the second position in the race, but hasn't fallen into that just yet. Oh, I can see the headlights. The automatic headlights has been turned off again, which means that the rain has the intensity of the rain has gone down a bit, and you can kind of see that as well, because it looks like the sky is a bit brighter. Okay, how fast is the LMP2 coming up? Not fast enough to go past before the chicane. But if I can help it. Yeah, that's it. Nice and easy. Oh, 1 minute remaining of the race, which means that there will be one more lap then. Yeah, I've seen you. Go ahead. Oh, that was 9th position prototype, not the 2nd position. Okay. Ah, yeah, because he was in the pits earlier on, wasn't he? Maybe doing a drive-through or something like that. So yeah, final lap then. As long as I don't do anything stupid at this lap, looks like a podium as well. 3rd position out of 12 GTE cars. The gap to Ubi behind me has been ebbing and flowing a bit throughout the race, but And I mean, he was faster than me. But ultimately, I made fewer mistakes. Ooh. Yeah. And judging by the fastest lap time, I was punching way above my weight again. Nice, nice, nice. Can't really be unhappy with that. Thanks. That was nice. That's fun. Keeping a mostly cool head in these kind of races, or these kind of conditions rather, is helping me out big time. I did click the right button. Okay. That would be the second podium I've had then. In something like 8 races or something. Yeah, Monza is a really great track, and it doesn't really matter what kind of car you're driving there either. Whether it's touring cars or the prototypes or the GT cars, so everything is fun on Monza. And throw in a little bit of weather, then you have some extra fun stuff. Let's go back to online. Which races are open now? Hypercars fixed. Start in 5 minutes. Yeah. Let's do that. And I really do want to test the Peugeot. Right. +2, 16 laps. Yep. Oh, I was ranked the highest of the GT cars in there. Huh. Yeah, contact with Daniel Greco and JP Prepil. Both of them did brake a lot later than me, so yeah. And I finished in the top half of the results in both the qualifying and in the race, so that outweighs the rank of the drivers that I have actually beaten. But you know what? This starts in 4 minutes. I will go and take a quick little toilet break, so I'll be right back. Still a minute and a half until the server opens. So finally I get to actually drive the hypercars. It has been a while. Daniel Heinman. 20 in Carantino. Rhys Wilkinson I did see on one of the servers the other day. A lot of Porsches and Ferraris and not so many other cars. Well, there are a couple of French drivers in Peugeots. No, French and a Dutch one. But yeah. Lap in was in the previous race that we did. And the next track is Spa-Francorchamps. And also in the wet. So this might turn out to be a proper hideously difficult race. Yeah, more complex track indeed. And you have more of a height difference as well, from the bottom part to the top part of the track. Well, that's a Jota Porsche. And that's the Porsche that I have used as a base for my my livery in R-Factor 2. Virtual energy, yeah, I will leave that at max, I guess. Advanced setup, and I will decrease the brake pressure a little bit here as well. Yeah, well, fine. Fine. Start driving. Maybe. No, yeah, fine. I thought for a little while there that the game might crash. Oh, yeah, that's right there. everything is happening a little faster. With this compared to the compared to the LMP2s that I drove here last week. Okay, why did it schedule a pit stop in the practice session? Do I need to make a pit stop in the race? Oh, I was starting way too early on that. No, 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 no. Ach. Yeah, okay. Fine. Fine. Let's give it another go then, shall we? Yeah, the track is damp, so okay, brake earlier than that. A lot earlier than that. Oh, okay. Right. So we start with 0% rain and 5% wet on the track. But it will continue to rain and it will continue to get wetter from what the forecast says up in the right hand corner there. But I don't know whether that is right. Let's increase this a little bit again. Yeah, and a private qualifying, of course. The weather is dry, the track is damp, 25 degrees. So in theory, that would mean that the drive with the tires should be optimal for this. I would think. And then it started to rain, of course. Oh, no. Well, I'm not going fast enough to keep the temperature in the tires. Especially the rears are struggling. Oh. Yeah, the optimal the optimal road and everything for slicks as was was a couple of laps ago. Oops, sorry. But yeah, qualified 4th out of 17 by gambling on going out early on the on soft tires. But now it's 18% raining and it's wet on the track, so let's go with the wet tires. Full tank of fuel, yeah, probably way too much, but still, I'll rather have that in the first race in this class. more complex track and a lot more complex car and a more complex set of regulations to work with. With the hybrid power and everything like that as well. So I got fuel for 23.9 laps, but I got energy for 30.3. That is probably the hybrid boost. But most likely it's it's better to have slightly less boost in the rain. In the rain with cold tires and brakes and of course I have to turn it around. No, I don't think you have to press a key to deploy the boost. I think it just kicks off by itself. So I did out-qualify myself by quite a bit there. No. Oh, I did hit him, didn't I? Fuck. And because of that, I've got massive damage to my car as well, I think. So, let's go in and do some repairs then. Not only that, but I also wrecked another guy's race. That's more annoying to me. I kind of did ruin my own race in the first corner though. I was looking at the guy ahead who was going wide. I didn't realize that I was about to spin as myself. Didn't get to correct it in time. That's an interesting way to go into the pits. Right, so first pit stop done. Damage 47 seconds. Well, I haven't. Coming back to the question of having to press a key to use the boost, I haven't seen it being a prompt or a button to assign, so I guess that it kicks off by itself. So less than a minute ahead of the leader of the race. Nope. Oh, and the guy that I hit had an even longer pit stop. And I'm coming out just ahead of the front of the field. And with one lap colder tires as well. Well, it's done now, so all three Peugeots are at the back end of the field. Yeah, Bernardini did exit the game. We caught back 10 seconds to the Peugeot up ahead over one lap now. No, don't spin. Oh. I think I've costed the one in the oh. Yeah, I've costed the guy in the Cadillac 2 laps of racing. With that very bad braking move. Okay, is the game real? That silent? Hi, by the way. Okay. I might have forgotten to change the sound source in OBS. So that's recording sound, ambient sound from from a source that's not being used. Okay, so the downshift protection isn't working on this car then. What's annoying though is that even with that spin, the pace is my pace seems to be... Oh, come on! The pace seemed to be good. I wasn't... The leader wasn't really catching all that much up to me. The same with the guy in second and third. Why is this happening? temperature is pretty similar front to back. The tire pressure is pretty similar front to back. And I am looking at the data screen on the MFD instead of looking at the road. Oh yeah, you can see in the speedometer down at the right, when there is a battery on the right hand side there that turns blue. There we go. That is when the hybrid boost is being deployed. And it's green when I'm off the throttle and on the brakes. Because that's when it's regenerating. Well, when you remove the brake pressure from the rear tires, of course it doesn't really brake. I've just realized that the hybrid thingy myself. Because I realized that blue light doesn't come on until over a certain speed. And there's this blue line out to the right there as well that I haven't really had a look at. That might be the juice that I have to use for this one lap. Because I do believe there are some rules with that as well. Too early. I just had a thought, no, I am on wets. And we're not done yet for another 12 minutes. And again, way too early on the throttle out of that one. Ooh. Stop, damn it! For fuck's sake. And again, I've been keeping the pace of the Toyota behind me for quite some time. Even with all of those kind of excursions and stuff. Oh, and they were... I was quite close to going off there, but those behind me did actually go off. Out to the lessors. No, 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 no. For crying out loud. Oh, of course, I had to... That's the second time I have to wait for the entire field. Or maybe not entire field, but... And of course the car is broken, so I need to go to the pets to repair it. Can't see anyone in the spray behind me, so... This has been a race that I probably shouldn't have done. So I had a stunning qualifying, but that was about it. Well, I had a pretty decent getaway at the green flag. Nope. No. Ah. Yeah, fine. So that's a full minute of repairs. Oh, well, I can have a look at this. Yeah, it was trying to record from the wrong audio source. Yeah, I know you're definitely not alone in struggling with the hypercars. Or with the hybrids, rather. And if you put it in first gear, the car actually moves forward as well. So I've lost another lap then, but I'm still ahead of the Cadillac that I did take out in drive through the speeding in pit lane. When did the speed limiter come off? Well, it doesn't really matter. I won't be able to do that drive-through anyway. Okay. So the guy behind me spun. Pretty much everything that could go wrong this race has gone wrong. And the most annoying thing about it is that it has been it's not only been me on the receiving end of that, on my incompetence, but the guy in the Cadillac behind me as well. Because I did crash him out of the race as well. Or out of contention. So from a good GT race to a horrifyingly bad hypercar race then. And judging by the fastest lap time, I should probably be around where I actually was. So 11 laps and the winners did 13. Well, that's disappointing. And given that it's now already past 11:30 in the evening and I have to get up and get to work tomorrow morning, I won't be doing any more races tonight. I want to have a look at these results before I do anything else, before I close. No, I did look at the statistics from this race, didn't I? From the previous one. Yeah, I did, yeah, because I was expected to qualify first and win the GT race. That's right. Okay, then we'll go back here. I've got 1 class win, 2 podiums and 1 fastest lap. So at least I got some statistics that look good. Yeah. Let's have a look at the horrifying then. 9 positions down. Expected to qualify first. What? Yeah, that I call that bullshit. Quality contact with the movable, yeah. Well, 7 clean laps. So somehow the safety rank actually did go up by 4%. But I was expected to. Yeah, well, there were a lot of drivers in there that probably wasn't ranked that high then. That also might explain why I felt like I was not too far off. The faster pace up ahead. Yeah, well, that's just the way it is. I did qualify quite high up though. For once I did a good qualifying. But that also might be because I was I was on the soft slick, and it was dry before it started to rain, so I got in a good lap time early. Is it hard to get points to race in the game? Well, not really, because you start off. Let's see if I go back to if I actually get back to the online thing. Yeah, because you start with the beginner anyway when you join. sign up for driving, and then it will be in like this prototype. They alternate a prototype race, and yeah, I had the wrong source, Ole. You have a prototype race and a GTE race that they alternate, and the prototype race now is on Fuji and the GTE race is on Le Mans. And well, as you could see, you get it doesn't matter the driving rating, it's the safety rating that is the important bit. And you get you know what, if I look at this race was one of those I gained the most in, I think. The first rainy race. Yeah, so I had 5 clean qualifying laps and 16 clean laps in the race. So I gained a lot on safety rating there. And you start with safety rating bronze 0. So you have to work your way through bronze level 1, 2 and 3 to get to the silver rating that I'm on now. And then the silver rating will open up the possibility to drive the multi-class races. The multi-class race that I did on Monza and this hypercar race right now. And then when you go through silver 1, 2 and 3, then you will get gold. And then you have you can join the full grid sprint at Fuji or the hypercar sprint at Bahrain. So that's something to aim for. But it do take a bit of time. I drove I don't know, well, let's see, event history. Yeah, you see here I started bronze 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And then this Circuit de la this race at Le Mans here was where I gained enough to be up on silver. Silver rating. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 races I did then. Yeah, I did 9 races with some contact and some spins and stuff on the qualifying. So if you just play it safe, and just don't look at what the other cars are doing, unless they're dive bombing you, then you're just opening up and letting them go. Then your safety rating will go up pretty fast. I do, for some reason, car number 15 at Algarve, that is on car 15, no, 15th position, sorry. The car I drove here was the I thought it was the yellow Porsche. No, this was the race that I didn't get to do because the clock on my computer was wrong, so it didn't let me join the server because it was out of sync. So I did 8 races then. Yeah. So, well, might be some more of this through the weekend at some point, I guess. Possibly. I don't really know. I do have in rallying, I do have the Irish Tarmac Championship in RBR that I will be doing on Sunday. But that and the Race Department Club Rally, or the Overtake Club Rally, with the H3 rear-wheel drive cars. That is also something I have to drive on Sunday. Most likely on Sunday, because I will be at work tomorrow. So I don't think I'll be driving anything in the evening. Well, anyway, 2 races today. One fun one with a good result, and then a catastrophic one. So that's the ups and the downs. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's been really nice having you as company for this, because it can get a little bit I won't say boring, but a bit lonely, just driving alone and having no one, no activity at all. But anyway, do enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will catch you all later. Take care then, and goodbye. No, that's not now button. There's a stop button. Bye bye.